Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the Manchester United career mode on FIFA 21. Now before I start this episode, I got a little bit of a disclaimer to make. In the previous episode you would have seen that we ended right before the Brighton game. And basically I went to record this third episode already, recorded it great, went through a good few games, and when I went to edit it, let's just say I had a few problems and the footage was I lost it essentially. So I had to come back on, and this is kind of as far back as I could get my save. It was like an auto save, luckily. So yeah, if I go over the season, you'll see that we're actually quite far from that point. So that Brighton game, I actually simmed it and we came away with a 2-0 win, which was good. And I did the interactive sim anyway, so there weren't really too many highlights, but at least we got the 2-0 win there. And then I also played a game against Leicester in which we got a 3-3 draw. I tell you what, it was a pretty entertaining game as well, so it's a shame that I've lost that footage, but again, it's only those two games that I missed out on, so it's not too bad. But yeah, I'm sorry about that, and I'm glad it's kind of happened early on in this series rather than it happening kind of, at a really critical time in the year, and then, would have been a bit more of a shame. So yeah. The only other thing that it kind of missed then, that from what I'd recorded, was transfer deadline day. In terms of our transfers, we'd already made all of our business, so no one came in. And I think the only player that went out was Phil Jones, so I'm sure some people would have liked to have seen that for themselves. But yeah, we got about 5 million for him, so a bit more to the transfer budget. So in this episode, I'm going to be playing the first Champions League game against Leipzig, you can see there. And then we're going to have games against Sheffield and Crystal Palace in the league, which I think I'm going to sim those because they're, easier games and we should get results from that. And then I'm going to play that Paris Saint-Germain game also because it's obviously a big game for us. And we got a cup game there against Spurs, which I might have as the third played game in the episode, just because they're a bigger team. And obviously, I know it's an early round of the cup, but you always want to beat a big rival like Spurs. So yeah, 3 played games and 2 simmed. Here we are then, first Champions League game of the season at home against RB Leipzig. As you can see that I've got this full starting lineup. The only change I've made is I put Dean Henderson in goals. Seeing as it's the first game, I want to give him a run out, see how he can do. And I think because he's got such good potential and he's eventually probably going to be the first team goalkeeper, I don't want him just sitting away on the bench, not playing any games whatsoever. So yeah, full lineup with just Dean Henderson in goals. Here we are, Champions League football back at Manchester United, back at Old Trafford. Big game here up against Leipzig. They're not a team to be taken lightly, that's for sure. And it's going to be really important for us to start the season, in terms of this competition, with a good, strong win, a good, strong performance in front of the home crowd. This game's actually pretty crucial in real life as well. Unfortunately, the other night, Manchester United lost at home to PSG 3-1. So I think now this game they got against Leipzig, they have to just make sure they don't lose and they should be through. So yeah, a pretty big game to start us off here and a pretty big game in real life for Manchester United. This is how Leipzig are going to be lining up against us today then. Quite a strong team, see how they come out, see what formation they're using. They got Golaski in goals, Varane, Klosterman and Orban as a 3 at the back. Sabitzer, Lima in the midfield with Angelino, Marla, Sorloth, Lauren and Paulinho as their attacking force. Pretty strong team. That defence is looking incredibly strong with Varane. Obviously we bought Upamecano from them, so he's going to want to have a big game. A lot of plays in attack as well, so let's hope we can get the ball in behind, get out of that back 3 and get a good few goals, get a nice comfortable win. Rashford's first touch of the game, see if he can get out of this defence, get a couple of chances away, creating goals for other people as well. Martial into Fernandes. Back to Martial, takes on the defence. Coming up against Varane, one of his country teammates. Shot from Fernandes, good save from Golaski. Straight at him, but it's always good to get a good early chance. Good start. Get a corner here as well. See if Tellers can whip it in, put it on Maguire's head or one of our other tall players. Put it right there in the middle. Come on, Maguire, that's yours all day long. Get your head on it. Ooh, good header, but a good comfortable save. Strong start from us here. Let's see if we can keep it going now. Rashford's got the ball in, gives it into Fred. Quick pass to Fernandes. See if someone can make a run for him. Rashford's making a run. Martial in the middle. Drill that in there. Oh, big touch there from Martial. Just couldn't quite control it. We're attacking nice and early here. Let's see if we can get a couple of chances. Nice to be getting an early goal and make this game a little bit more comfortable. Fernandes onto your left. Finesse that. What a finish. Top left corner on his left foot. I tell you what, he loves shooting from that far out, doesn't he, Fernandes? What a hit on his left foot as well. I wasn't expecting that, I got to be honest. See what happens here. Aaron Wan-Bissaka to Pogba. Into Fernandes. Turns the defender beautifully. And look at that. Whipped into the top left corner. Absolutely nothing the goalkeeper can do about it. Great start to the game. Let's see if we can kick on from here now, get a few more goals. Good to see. Martial making a run over the top here. Is he going to have the pace to get there? I think so. Turns the defender. Finesses that right hand corner. 2-0 up here in this game early. It's good to get a good early lead. Nice convincing result so far. Great ball over the top. Martial, one-on-one with the defender. Scoop turns him. Finesses that into the top right corner. Two great finishes so far. Martial and Fernandes are linking up nicely. And they're both performing great. It's absolutely great to see. Good tackle from Fernandes. Martial over the top again because he got the pace to get there. Klostermann's quite a fast defender. Deals with it nicely. Oh, we winning the ball back here though. Won't let me swap player. That was so annoying. If I could swap player, I think I would have got to that. Still got the ball though, Fernandes. Into Sancho. Can he deal with the defence? Finesse that. Another goal. 3-0. 33, almost 34 minutes in. We're 3-0 up in this game. I tell you what, the boys have come out and they're not messing around today. Fernandes, a little pass into Sancho. One-on-one with the defenders. Good strength there. And another finesse in that bottom corner. Good finish from Sancho. Great strength as well to deal with the defence. Lovely to see. Almost half time here. They get a ball over the box into the middle. Maguire deals with it nicely. Out to Sancho. See if we can just run out this half now. We don't want to concede a late goal. And there you go. Half time. 3-0 up in this match. I tell you what. We've been absolutely excellent up front. The boys have been ruthless. And they're making this game look easy. There's some of the other results going around at the moment in the Champions League. And quite importantly in our group there at the bottom. You've got PSG who are winning in their game 1-0. I think it's going to be up against us, PSG and Leipzig to get out this group. So it's important that we beat the teams that we're up against. 3-0 first half then. Out here for the second half. I'm pretty sure Leipzig are going to kind of start throwing everything at us. They're going to be a lot more difficult to deal with up top, I think. And we're going to have a good shored up defence. Attacking at us here now. Upamecano just gets dragged out of position. Maguire, you're going to have to do some big defending here. Gets ball rolled. Upamecano gets back. Great tackle. You love to see that. He was out of position, got sold, and he comes back and makes an excellent tackle. Ball over top here to Sancho. He's got bags of room, but I think there might be a little bit too much on that. A few players were a bit tired there, so I'm just going to make a couple of changes. We've got Van der Beek coming on for Pogba. I've got Cavani coming up top for Martial and Greenwood on the right for Sancho. Let's see how they do. Oh, they missed the ball. Fred here. Rashford again. He wants to get in behind that defence. Fred's on the edge of the box. Can I fizz it into him? First time. Bottom corner. Fred. What a clinical finish that was. Not a player you'd expect to have such a delicate finish like that. But I tell you what, not bad whatsoever. Rashford again getting at the defence. He stops the ball and sees Fred. Fizzes it in. And again, right into that bottom corner. What placement from Fred. Definitely thought it would be a more of a defensive player. But who knows? Maybe he's going to be coming up with a few important goals. Ball over top here now. Marlos on it. He dinks it into Sorloth. Puts it back into the middle. Can't quite deal with it so far. Wan-Bissaka, good intercept. Come on, keep him out. Fred, do a bit of defensive work as well. Going to lead the boys getting back now. Maguire, captain. Can't quite get there, but Danny Henderson comes out, collects it. That's what you like to see from our goalkeepers. Good commanding work. Ball straight back out here though. Fred gets it and Telles, and we get away nice. 5 minutes to go here, and Leipzig have got a corner. Can we deal with this one? Comes to Rashford. Gets it away nicely with Fernandes out there. Gives the ball to Greenwood. He's just got to use a bit of his pace to get us away from our half. I tell you what, he might fancy it up against this defence. Souls Angelino dream. Orban's got absolutely no stamina. Go alone, Greenwood. Fake shot. Finish into that left-hand corner. I tell you what, Greenwood had so much to do there, but he just fancied it up against that defence. Used his pace, a little bit of skill, and he smacks it into that left corner. 5-0 in this game now. I can't believe how easy it's been. Greenwood comes down the right. Running straight at goal. Fake shot. Bottom left corner. 5-0. Manchester United. About 30 seconds left to go. Last little attack for them. Time runs out though. And there you go. 5-0 victory in our first Champions League game of the season. Such a good performance from the attack there. The defending was absolutely solid as well. It's really important to go out there, get a good big win in front of our crowd. Give the fans something to cheer about. And put down a marker for the rest of the Champions League season. 2 10 out of 10 performances then coming from two of our midfielders, Fred and Fernandes. We just absolutely bossed that midfield, ran the game. Rashford out there with a 9.7 on the left as well. He absolutely terrorised that defence. Great balls in, great running. I tell you what, we absolutely smashed them in that one. It's good to see. Here we are at the next game then. Our next game in the league up against Sheffield United at home. I think I'm going to sim this game. They haven't been doing very well in real life, and we should have a lot of stronger team than they do. Cavani here is asking to play as well. I think this is the perfect game to give him 90 minutes. See if he can score a couple of goals and get his confidence up, so I'm going to give him the start, I think. So this is the lineup we're going with for this game against Sheffield, then a very rotated lineup and bench. Cavani up top, James Greenwood on the wings, Van der Beek's first game at centre attacking midfield, Matic Pogba in the midfield as well, Shaw, Williams, Lindelof and Tuanzebe in the back line, with De Gea back in goals. Players like Lingard, McTominay and Fosu-Mensah also coming into the bench. Hopefully they can get onto the pitch, get their sharpness up a little bit, because as you can see right now, they're in that red-orange zone. It's good to give the whole squad a run out and a good bit of game time, just in case we need to call upon them later on. This is the team we're going with. I'm going to jump into the interactive sim, and fingers crossed it'll be a nice smooth win and we can just watch it go through. You can see there on the right hand side, Sheffield are going with Rips, Baldock, Bryan, O'Connell, Dimitsi, Stevensberg, McGregor, McGinn, Mousset and McGoldrick. An interesting team, some similar names there from what I recognise in real life, but you look at our team there on the left, I think we still have enough to get this game done. Van den Beek not far from their box, out to Greenwood. Gives it back to Williams, back to Greenwood, he's in the box, ball in, and that's our first goal. Under 5 minutes and Cavani's already getting a goal, not a bad start. Pogba's on the ball, running out the defence into Van der Beek, back to Cavani, can he get a second of the game? There you go. Half an hour in, 2-0 up, 2 goals from Cavani. That's clinical if you ask me. Cavani again, running at the defence, into Pogba, back to Cavani, and I tell you what, he's only just gone to make it a hat-trick. Under 32 minutes, Cavani already the hat-trick hero. Van den Beek coming away with the ball, gives it out to Dan James on the wing, back into Van den Beek. Pogba's on it now, can he get a goal? Gives it to Greenwood, but a good save from the goalkeeper. First corner of the game. They get it away nicely. Back to Matic though. Greenwood, Van den Beek. Cavani's got 4. This man can stop scoring. He asked to play and I tell you what, he's rewarding it. 4 goals in the first half from Edison Cavani. That is one hell of a performance. That basically tells you everything you need to know. 63% possession, 4 shots, 4 chances, 4 goals from Cavani. We basically don't need anyone else out there. He's doing it all himself. What a performance from that man up top. See if he can get 4 more in the second half. What do you think? Back to Williams, Greenwood on the wing. Can he whip a ball in? Nope. Decides to give it back to Williams. Got it again. Into Van den Beek. Back to Cavani. There you go, 5-0. Van der Beek getting his first goal of the game. That's lovely to see. Giving him that first run out of centre attack midfield. I think it's going to be important that we can give Fernandes a bit of a rest, especially in these easier games. He's such a crucial player to us. It's good to see that we can put other players in that position and they'll perform just as well too. Coming out the defence again, Van der Beek's got it. Is he going to get another goal for the game? There you go, 6-0. 62 minutes in, 4 goals for Cavani, 2 goals for Van der Beek. That's a pretty good partnership right there. It looks like they're getting used to playing with each other nice and quickly. They're going to be important in these smaller games, so it's good to see them working well together. They're attacking a little bit here. Let's see if we can keep a clean sheet. That's always important. Oh, they managed to get the goal back. Moussa with a goal, 77 minutes in, 6-1. It's not going to change the game too much, but it's just disappointing that we couldn't keep that clean sheet because I think we deserved it. And there you go. That's how the game's going to end. 6-1 to us. 4 goals from Cavani, 2 from Van der Beek. Look how clinical that is. 7 shots on target and 6 goals. It's not a bad game whatsoever. Unfortunately, they got that goal close to the end of the game. I think we just switched off because of how easy it was. But you know what? I'm absolutely chuffed with that game. 6-1 at home against Sheffield United. That's a great result. And there you go. After the game, Cavani's come back to us just to say thank you for playing him. And you know what? He had such a good performance. He asked to play and he rewarded us by giving us 4 goals. What a performance. I think he's going to be an important player for us, especially coming off the bench. But it's good to know that if we have to start him, he's not a bad player to play whatsoever. 4 goals for Cavani. Great performance. Now we got this game in the Carabao Cup up against Spurs. And then following this, we have a game in the league against Crystal Palace. Considering how good the boys did in the last sim game, I think I'm going to play this game and sim the league game. Spurs obviously being a rival for us in the league. We want to be competitive in all the cups as well. So I want to go out there with a bit of a rotated lineup. Hopefully win this game. And then I think I'll sim the Crystal Palace game. So as you can see, they've got a very rotated team. Rashford captain there on the left, a given player like Agallo, Lingard, McTominay, Tuanzebe, Williams, even Henderson, a bit of a run out. It says that they think Spurs are going to go with their strongest team. Let's hope not, but my bench is a lot stronger. So if that is the team they go with, we can always bring on some of the first teamers to try and get a result. But let's go out there, see what these boys can do, and fingers crossed we'll be progressing in the Carabao Cup. The Spurs lineup for this game then, and it does look like they're going with a pretty strong lineup. Lloris in goals, Aurier, Romagnoli, Sanchez and Reguilon at the back, Sissoko, Højbjerg in the midfield, with Son and Lamela on the wings, Ali at cam and Kane up top. Looks like Mourinho doesn't want to lose to his old team. Rashford's got a bit of room down here on the left-hand side. He's going to use his pace up against their defence. No one's coming over to him either, just wanting to drive that defence. Into the middle. Lingard. Oh, Lloris, what are you doing? Pick it up. Well, I'll tell you what, Lloris taking it a bit too casual there, but they get away with it. Lingard. Gallo on the ball. Rashford making another big run. He's got bags of room. The defence is all over the place for Spurs. He's got to use that pace. Got to get a shot off. Finesse that. Top right corner. Captain Rashford getting us the first goal of the game then. Tell you what, Spurs have gone with their strongest lineup and we've gone with a very rotated team, but it hasn't changed things. Rashford had bags of room down there on the left-hand side. I don't know what their defence was doing. We'll see it back now. All the room in the world. Look how much of a high line they were playing. Gets in behind. One-on-one with Lloris and finesses in that top right corner. What a start to this game. Good to see Rashford taking that captain responsibility and leading us from the front. 1-0 then in this game. Let's see if we can hold on. Rashford's in behind again. Him and Agallo are linking up nicely. I tell you what, and their defence is all over the place. He's going to have to go with his left foot. And he's put it in the top corner again. I tell you what, I timed that. I think it was red timed. And I thought, oh, he's going to balloon that one. But no. Keeps it down. Manages to smash it in that top right-hand corner. And Lloris just cannot do anything with it. Again, Agallo puts that ball in behind beautifully. Rashford on his left. First time. Smashes it up into that right corner. Great shot. Captain's got us 2-0 up at this game. See if he can get the hat-trick. I think he probably will. Kane's got the ball here. Turns the defence. Oh, I just dragged the centre-back out. Can Henderson save this one? What a save from Henderson. I tell you what, that was completely my fault. I dragged the defender out there. Players one-on-one. Henderson holds his ground and makes a big, important save for us there. Keeping us at 2-0. Mourinho is fuming. You love to see it. Corner here then. Son on the ball. Takes it short. Gives it to Reguilon. Rashford just lunges in. Can't quite get there. And they whip it all the way back. Missed opportunity maybe if they keep the ball. Got to keep them out now. McTominay, good interception. Rashford's got it. See if we can break again. Oh, goes into Lingard. Rashford was making that run on the left. Just couldn't quite get it to him. Ball over top here. Just before the end of the half. Son's in, I think. Twansby, can you deal with him? Keep him out. Make sure he doesn't get that ball in. Whips it in, but I think it's going to be an easy one. Just let that go back to the goalkeeper. Get rid of this. Should be end of the half. There you go. 2-0 up in this one then. Rashford with 2 unbelievable goals. I tell you what, Spurs have got a big team out there, but we've handled them nice and easily. Him and Agallo have been linking up brilliantly, and our defence have held solidly so far. I can't see Spurs not attacking like they were in that first half in this second. I think they're going to have to come up with all guns blazing. It's going to be the job of our defence to try and keep them out. If I need to make any subs, I will, but for now it's been pretty comfortable. Let's see what it's like in the second half then. Lingard winning the ball up high up the field here. Ball comes over to Agallo now. Sees Fred. Rashford's going in behind. See if I can get the ball to him. Bring that down nicely. Finish that. Top left. What a finish. On his left foot again. That's 2 left-footed goals with Rashford. And that's his hat-trick. Just after the kick-off of the second half. Ball over the top. I think it was Fred, was it? Brilliant ball. Look at that. Aurier just left out of position. Great touch. Smashes that left foot right into the right side of the goal. Lloris again can just do nothing but flap at it. What a finish. Captain for this game, and he's come up trumps with a hat-trick. Brilliant performance from him and the entire team. We love to see it. Ball over top here. Reguilon's coming in. McTominay, for some reason, at right back, he's going to have to come back, make a big tackle. Absolute cruncher, and I tell you what, he wins the goal kick out of it. Great cover defending there for McTominay. At the moment, he's in the reserves because Matic is on the bench, but I tell you what, if he keeps growing, keeps playing well, I think he's definitely going to be moving on to that bench position and could even be challenging Fred for that starting, more defensive midfield position. What do you think? Greenwood with the ball. Snapped in half by Sissoko. Coming away with it now. Defence is going to have to deal with these guys well. Ball over top now to Reguilon. Coming out of defence, he gets the ball to Kane. Luke Shaw, can he tackle him? What a tackle. Immense. Gives the ball in your tally though. Can we... Great tackle again from Luke Shaw. That's 2 unbelievable tackles. I tell you what, that's great defending from here. Another player who's turning up when he gets the chance. I tell you what, there is major competition in this team for places. It's a great headache to have. Ball out here to Greenwood. Is he onside? Unselfish gives it in the middle. Oh, Lingard can't quite get there. Maybe should have gone alone there, Greenwood, but it's good to see that he can also get his head up and look for a pass, which is always crucial. Team's looking a bit ropey at the moment. We've got a couple of yellow cards there and quite a few players tied. So I'm just going to make a few subs just to see this game out. Going to bring Matic on for McTominay. Obviously now we're going to have two left footers in that midfield position, but it shouldn't do too much of a problem. I want them both in there for their defensive purposes more than anything. Going to bring Dan James on the left for the hat-trick hero Rashford, and we're going to put Sancho on the right for Greenwood. Give those guys a rest. They've been absolutely unbelievable on those wings. See what these guys can do here now, because I tell you what, they're competing for those places. Rashford and Greenwood have put down the marker. Can Sancho and James come on and put their names forward? They're coming at us now. Big tackle there from Williams. Free kick, apparently. I tell you what, I don't agree with that whatsoever. I think it was a good tackle. I got Kane on the free kick. He's probably going to go for goal. Going to put Twansby on the line. Let's keep a clean sheet. They don't deserve a goal. Oh my god, he's somehow got that in between Twansby, the goalkeeper, and the goal. Not going to lie, that was a good free kick from Kane. You can't be too mad. Goal line technology there showing that it did cross the line as well, which I'm pretty confident it was. But yeah, there you see it. Henderson and Twansby just can't quite do enough. Maybe putting the play on the line didn't help, but you know what? I always felt like Kane was going to score from there. Good free kick. 3-1 in this game then. I won't be surprised celebrating too much, Kane. We're still winning this one comfortably. Almost at the end of the game, but Sancho's getting a chance on the ball. Turns the defender. Oh, just gets a foot in. I think that should be the end of the game now. Keeping hold of here. Ref hasn't blown up, but now he does. There you go. 3-1 win at home. Carabao Cup against Tottenham Hotspur. I tell you what, they put out their best team, and our well-reserved team went out there and did the job against them. That man there, Captain Marcus Rashford, was an instrumental. 4 attempts on goal, and he comes away with a match ball. Brilliant performance from him and the entire team. Garlo's happy. I kept to my word and gave him some game time. I was a little bit apprehensive about doing it, especially when Cavani was playing so well, and obviously Martial's such a great player. But you know what? That link-up play he had with Rashford, those little balls in behind, it was pretty impressive. Maybe he's going to be a bit more useful than I thought. But again, it's always good to have more options, and it's good to see that he had a good performance when he took the chance. Back in the league now, up against Crystal Palace away from home. Going with a pretty strong lineup, I'm bringing in players like Cavani, Dan James, Matic and Lindelof. We got that game up against PSG in just a couple of days' time, which obviously takes priority. Crystal Palace aren't the best of teams, still pretty strong with some of the players you can see there like Zaha and Batshuayi up top. But we should have enough even with that lineup we're putting out there. Going to be simming this game then. Want to get to that Champions League game up against PSG. Boys should have enough to do it, but as per usual, if I need to jump into the game, I always will. Line up for them then. Guaita in goals, Ward, Dan, Cahill, Schlupp at the back, Benteke, Cork, MacArthur, Zaha, Ayew and Batshuayi in their centre in the midfield and attack. Decent team, but we should still have the edge. Cavani on the ball, gives it to Fernandes. Coming in on goal. Who's out with the goal? Pogba getting into the box, getting a goal. 8 minutes in and we're 1-0 up. Great start. Another in behind, number 11, Wilfried Zaha. He's on the ball again. Great save from De Gea by the looks of it. I thought for sure they were going to equalise, but we managed to hold in there. De Gea comes up with an important save. Coming straight back at them. Cavani on the ball. Pogba, Matic. Passing it around nicely. Fernandes now in the box. Back to Cavani. It's a free kick. I tell you what, I'm going to jump in and take this one myself. Born with Fernandes. Going to try and get it right up there in that top left corner if I can get the cursor to stay there. God, I tell you what, it's not easy. There you go. That's where I won it roughly. See if I can green time this. Put it in the back of the net. What a free kick, Fernandes. That is why I jumped in. With a player like Bruno Fernandes, you get it up in that top corner, hit it on a green time. It's always going to go into the back of the net. Great free kick. See this one again on the replay. Just outside the box, straight over the wall. Nothing they can do about it. And I tell you what, goalkeeper's left grasping at Threnair. Smacks this one again, close enough to the corner. Great little drop on the ball. Guaita just can't do anything about it. 2-0 up in this game then. Another great sim. And there you go, that's half time. 59% possession, 2 shots on goal and only 1 chance created. Obviously the free kick coming from him, obviously a set piece. But yeah, good 2-0 first half there. Good to see that we're getting goals from all over the pitch. Players like Pogba jumping in with them as well. Obviously in the last game, Cavani getting those 4 goals, the last game we simmed. So yeah, it's good to see that we can rely on a lot of players in this team to get a goal when we need them. 2-0, let's see what we can do the second half. Rashford coming inside, taking on the defence. Nice stop and turn, and what a finish. I tell you what, I couldn't quite see that goal, obviously, with it just being with the little icons, but he looked like he had a great run there. Obviously, with our Champions League game coming up in a couple of days' time against PSG, I'm going to rest some of our more important players. Fernandes and Pogba coming off. They've had great games. Van den Beek back at Cam and Fred at CDM. Shoring up the game. Just let's make sure we don't concede and see this one out. Ball over top. Rashford's on it again. Running at the defence. Van den Beek. Dan James with a shot. Oof, unlucky. Back to Rashford. 4-0. 2 goals from Rashford. I tell you what, he is unbelievable on that left-hand side. He just terrorises the defenders. They cannot handle him. What's this now? 2 games and 5 goals? Rashford is on fire at the moment. Cavani, Van den Beek, back to Cavani. Can he get another one? 5-0. Tell you what, Cavani is the sim game man. He just cannot stop scoring. I just hope I'm as good as him when I end up using him in real games. So there you go, 90 minutes, 5-0 win. Good job from the boys. Rashford again, 2 goals. Cavani with a goal. Goal for Pogba and a goal for Bruno Fernandes. Absolutely smashing teams all over that at the moment. Let me know what you think down below in terms of difficulty. Obviously, I know a couple of the games have been sim games, but it does seem like it's even playing that Spurs game. They had the strongest team out there and they just weren't doing enough in attack. I'll see how the game is against PSG, but if it does continue to be this easy, maybe I'll look at moving the sliders around or even going up to Ultimate, because I'm playing a Legendary at the moment. If you want to see me bump up the difficulty or change some of the sliders, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to put that in place for the next episode. Back in the Champions League then, playing in Paris up against Paris Saint-Germain. As I'm recording this, it was a few nights ago where they unfortunately lost at home to PSG, meaning that now they have to beat Leipzig. Well, I think they just have to draw against Leipzig to ensure they go through to the round of 16 of the Champions League. Fingers crossed they'll be able to do it. But again, yeah, PSG had a great performance in them. They just carved them open with players like Neymar and Mbappe, as you see there. Fingers crossed we'll be able to deal with them in this game and put in a performance like they did in this fixture in real life, where Man United managed to get the win. This was the PSG lineup for this game, looking like a pretty usual lineup for them. Bernat, Marquinhos, Kimpembe, Florenzi, Navas in goals, Verratti, Guy, Neymar, Di Maria, Icardi and Mbappe up top. Dangerous players in attack for us. As you can see there, we got our full lineup up. Normal bench as well. I'm going to have a tough game, especially defending against these guys. But we got a lot in attack with Rashford, Sancho, Fernandes and Martial. Fingers crossed we can score a couple of goals and just keep them out. Fernandes on the ball. First kind of attack of the game. They split at half. Come on, Martial, get your leg there. Smack that. And an early goal away at Paris. 4 minutes in, Martial coming up with the first goal of the game. Such a vital early goal to get. PSG have got such a good attack. We needed to score early. This is such a great result so far. Fans are loving it, and I tell you what, I couldn't be happier myself. Fernandes running at the defence, just can't deal with him. Marquinhos steps out and his bag's rooming behind. First time finish from Martial into that bottom left corner. We are 1-0 up away from home. Let's hold on to this. Let's get a couple more and really put down a marker in this group. Ball over top from Rashford. Martial comes out to the left. One-on-one with Marquinhos. Can he turn? Oh, he's absolutely sold him a treat. Rashford get in the middle. Left foot first time. We're 2-0 up. 20 minutes in. Away in the Paris and we're 2-0 up. Great link-up play from Rashford and Martial. Those two together. Oh, and what is happening with Martial? I don't know if you saw that or not, but Martial was kind of twisted in half there. But look at that turn from Martial. Ball into Rashford. And again, first time finish on that left. I tell you what, straight off the bar. Lovely to see it. Great link-up play. I tell you what, attacking. They just can't handle us at the moment. Man United's defence... Man United's attack is causing people major problems. Pogba on the ball, gives a nice long pass out there to Rashford. See if he can cause the defence troubles now. Martial making another run. Oh my god, I tell you what, their defence is all over the place. They just can't stop us. Left foot, bottom corner, it's 3-0. 25 minutes in, PSG are causing themselves all kind of problems defensively. We're just taking advantage of really bad defending. Rashford runs at them, and such an easy ball in behind. I think they're trying to play the offside trap with them all putting their hands up. Doesn't work, and Martial has a nice easy finish. 3-0 up. Who said the Champions League was meant to be difficult? Mbappe on the ball, coming at our defence. We need a few guys covering. Ball over the top to Di Maria. Don't want him doing anything in this game. Can't quite get rid of it. Into Icardi, into Mbappe. Great block of Meccano. That's why we've brought you in. Good defending like that. And we managed to get away. Martial's got bags of room again. I don't know, they're just not learning. Martial, use that pace up against your fellow countryman. Left foot. Good save this time for Keylor Navas. Kept it on his left. Maybe should have looked for his right. But I tell you what, we're all over them. Martial in behind again. Whips one in this time. Rashford back post. Into Pogba. 4-0 in Paris up against PSG. I tell you what, this attacking play is unbelievable. Everyone's getting in on the act. Midfielders, defenders, attackers. Everyone wants to get a goal. Paris Saint-Germain's defence has been all over the place. Not dealing well with that loss of Thiago Silva to Chelsea, and we are making them pay every single time. Martial finding room in behind again, whips one in. Rashford puts enough pressure on their defender that it drops to Pogba and he smashes it into that left corner. 4-0 up in Paris. Who knows what the score is going to be at this rate? Double digits maybe? Ball to Sancho now. He wants to get in on the act, I think, get a couple of goals for himself. So much room out there for Wan-Bissaka. Switch the play. Can he drill in a nice ball? Not quite. Kimpembe making the good block this time, but he's holding on to it for some reason. What are they playing at? 5-0 up, first half. I tell you what, I don't know what he was doing there. Just stood on the ball. See that one back. Intercepts it nicely originally. Sancho doesn't give up on it, and for some reason he's just standing still. Left foot finesse, easy finish. I have no idea what's going on with the computer on this game at the moment, but they're just making it way too easy for us. Attacking here close to the end of the half. Di Maria on the ball again up against Maguire. Can he marshal him out? Gives the ball back to Florenzi. Rashford's having to come back now and help. They're just holding on to it, not doing much with it, and Rashford managed to make a good tackle. See if he can get away now. Florenzi's massively out of position. Don't tell me it's going to be 6 before the end of the first half. Sancho's got bags of room, just can't quite get there. Good interception from the defence. Only 1 minute added on. Let's just keep them out. We don't want them coming back into this game. Ball into Mbappe. Get there, De Gea. Oh, he just gets it underneath the goalkeeper. Just as I say, we don't want them conceding right now, close to the half. But I tell you what, not much we can do about it from there. Ball comes into Mbappe, and he's just got an easy finish. Nods it down. I think that's Neymar into Mbappe, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he slides it under his body. I tell you what, at least they're doing something now in this game. Fingers crossed they'll come out and try a bit harder second half. Looks like we're going to be going in 5-1 up. Kicking off here for the second half then. Such a comfortable first half for us. I don't really know what PSG were doing defensively. Would have been better with having no one on the pitch by the looks of it, but they get that goal close to the end of the half. Probably going to come out now and go all guns blazing for a couple more goals. See if they can make it a bit more respectful, but let's hope we can stop them from doing so. Sancho here on the ball now early. Back post, Pogba wants another one. They intercept it. Nice early corner straight from the kickoff. Tell is going to whip one in front post. Maguire, can you get there? Not quite, dealt with easily by them. Pogba out here to Rashford. He's going to have this pace on a guy there. Running into the box. Martial sort of back post, see if I can get to him. Goes to Sancho instead. Another clearance there, another corner. And Herrera coming on, ex-Man United player. Nice to see him getting a run out. But obviously we don't want him coming on and getting any goals, that's for sure. Ball in here, Maguire, get your head in it. Oh, straight at the goalkeeper. Another corner though. See if I can recreate that. This time it comes to Pogba. And he hits it first time. Out to Upamecano. Can he get a goal? Oh, not quite. That's definitely a centre-back's finish. Straight over the crossbar. Defense a bit stretched here now. They're coming through with Mbappe. Dinks over the top to Icardi. De Gea, you're going to have to come out to that one. Great save. I tell you what, I still thought he managed to get that in, but De Gea comes out and distracts him. I think we might even have a goal kick from that one. And look at that. Straight away he's bringing Icardi off. Manager was not happy, and he's bringing on Lacazette in his place. Oh, what a ball in there. Di Maria up against Tell. He's going to have him for pace. Tell, he's got to get back there. Come on. Turns back for some reason and gives it into Herrera. 2 ex-United players linking up there. Upamecano. Ball in the middle to Mbappe. Get that. Great save from David De Gea again. He comes up clutch when we need him, that's for sure. It's important to see that. Fernandes winning the ball here now. Martial's in the middle. He's turned the defence one more time. On his left foot. Top corner. 6-1. 75 minutes in. I tell you what, it's been a lot different half than the first half, that's for sure. PSG attacking a lot more. We haven't had many chances, but it's good to see when those chances do come, our players can link up well and we can get the goals. Left foot, top right. I think this game's all wrapped up now, that's for sure. Substitution time then. Going to bring Cavani on for a crack at his old team. Greenwood on the right and McTominay in the midfield. Like I said, they've been attacking a lot more this half and I just don't want to concede any more goals. So hopefully bringing him on will bring more of a defensive head to that midfield and we can shore up the defence. Florenzi on the ball to Di Maria, back to Florenzi. They're going to start coming at us now, end of this game. We've got to try and keep them out. Want to keep the goals as high as possible for us and stop them from scoring. Upamecano get a foot in. Great tackle there, just as he's about to shoot as well. Great tackle. They got a corner now with about 10 minutes to go. See if we can get the head on it and get rid of it. Cavani against his old team. Coming back, getting the defence. He wants a big win against his old team. Scott McTominay with the ball to Rashford. Manages to get it to Fernandes. He's going to have to turn and do a bit. Greenwood's making a bit of a run. He's just come on. He's got fresh legs. See if he can terrorise his defence a little. Gets it on his left. Speculative outside the shot, and he's done it. What a shot from Greenwood. I tell you what, a little bit of a dribble, a little bit of skill moved against that defender, and he manages to get it onto his left and whip one into the top corner. Said he came on, he's got fresh legs, wants to have a go, takes them on, gets it back, finesse right into that top corner. We've been way too much for PSG to handle in this game. Their defence has been all over the shop. Every player's coming on, having an impact too. What a win. 2 minutes of added time to go then. Looks like we're going to get an unbelievable win in our second game of the Champions League. Great to go up against the two hardest teams in our group and get two convincing wins. I don't think it's going to be this easy all the time, but it's great to start in this kind of fashion. Gives us a real comfortable lead heading into the next games. Martial getting the match ball as well, obviously getting a hat-trick. What a performance from the entire team, from top to bottom. We really deserve this win. And that's where I'm going to leave this episode. So again, apologies for those few little things that happened at the beginning, missing the Brighton game and missing that draw against Leicester. I think we made up for it though with some of these performances. You can see there, looking at the Premier League table, currently top, drawing on points with West Ham, City, Wolves and Chelsea all on 16 points and Spurs with 15. Some unbelievably convincing wins there. 5-0 against Leipzig, 6-1 Sheffield, 3-1 Spurs, 5-0 Crystal Palace, and probably the most surprising of them all, 7-1 away from home against PSG. Like I said earlier on, I think maybe I might be time to bump up the difficulty. I think some of those results were a little bit unrealistic. Next episode then we'll be into October. We got Spurs at home, Wolves and Arsenal as well. Some big games in the league and another Champions League game against Başakşehir. I think I'll go as far as the Arsenal game in that episode, so I'll put the Spurs, Wolves and Champions League game, and then we'll play the other three in the next episode. Fingers crossed we can have as good as a episode as we did this time round. But maybe by bumping up the difficulty, it won't go our way. What do you think? Let me know down below. As always, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you could like the video and subscribe to the channel again, that would really mean the world. Great performances in this episode. Let's see if we can kick on in the next. Keep the season going well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.